of summer courses. So I know that most of you were just in another class, and so here we are in this class. So welcome everyone. A quick note, I know some of the observers asked about materials, and tonight we are using a little bit of a different software, so you should be able to see all the materials on the screen, and then I will send a link to the presentation after the class. And so if you are wondering, that's where the materials are. Okay, so without further ado, okay, everyone. I know I'm a little bit hidden here, but welcome to our ninth grader summer English workshop. So this is our first class of this new semester or new session, and I hope that it'll be a good one and we'll have fun. So first, I know many of you I've seen before. We've taken classes before, so I know you. And there are a couple of new faces to our group. So just so that we all know each other, let's do some introductions. So we'll get started with that first. So, about me, my name is Teacher Quentin, and so I am from Los Angeles, California, in the United States. And so right now, I am coming to you from Mexico. I currently live in Mexico, a city called Puerto Vallarta. And so it's on the coast with a beach and pretty nice weather, although it is a little sticky these days now that it's summer. But and some things I love to do. I love weather. Anything to talk about the weather. So I like the rain, storms, tornadoes, typhoons, you name it, I like it when it comes to weather. I also like to play tennis, and I'm currently learning Spanish. So since I'm here in Mexico, it is a good place to learn Spanish. And so just as you all are learning English, I'm also learning another language. So I know how hard it can be from personal experience. So we'll all learn together here. Okay.
Sorry for interrupting you. So, observers or students, if you have trouble looking at the words clearly, you can change to speaker view. If you change to speaker view, you will be able to see Quentin's full screen. Okay? All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Luke. All right. So now I would like to hear a little bit about each of you. So for the class, could everyone just introduce yourselves? And so let's start. Anyone want to go first? They're just just say your name, what city you're from, because I don't think everyone is from the same area in this group. So maybe different cities. And also, I know this is mostly a ninth grade class, but some of you may be in a different grade too, some of our younger students. So also say what grade you are in. Okay? Name, city, and what grade. All right, who would like to go first?
Okay, Ray, why don't you go first? And Zoe, you will go next, okay?
Okay.
Uh, so I can start now.
Mm-hmm. Go
Yes,
right ahead.
please.
Okay. Uh, my name is Ray, and I'm come from Melody City, and I'm in ninth grade.
Ninth grade. Good. Well, nice to meet you, Ray. Welcome. All right, Zoe.
Okay. Hi. My name is Zoe, and I'm from Zhanghua City, and I'm now ninth grade.
All right, you are now in the ninth grade.
Yeah.
Did you just graduate
Yeah.
into the ninth grade?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, who gets next?
Barry?
My name is Barry and I'm from Zhanghua City. I'm in seventh grade.
Nice. Okay. Hello. Nice to see you again, Barry. All right. Dylan, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Steven. I'm from Changhua. I'm 6th grade.
You are in the sixth grade. In the sixth grade. Okay. Welcome again, Dylan. Good to see you. Okay. How about Leo? Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Leo. I'm from Miaoli City. I'm in ninth grade.
Welcome. Nice to meet you, Leo.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Esther, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Esther. I'm from Changhua City. I'm in 6th grade.
Oh, all right, Esther, good to see you again as well. Did everyone get a chance? I think I see everyone and everyone went. Did everyone get a chance to introduce
Uh,
themselves?
Ryan,
Ah, Ryan, sorry, I
please.
don't. Oh, there he is. Okay, Ryan.
My name is Ryan. I'm from Changhua City. I'm 6th grade.
All right, you're in the sixth grade. Okay, you're in the sixth grade. Good. Okay, so we have a few people who are a little younger and then our ninth graders. So everyone, welcome to class. This should be a good time. Okay, so next, let's start with the question of the day. So the question of the day is something a little new that we will do each class this time. And so what it is every class, one of us will ask a question, and the rest of us will get a chance to answer the question. And this will just help us all get to know each other better and break the ice a little. Okay, so this week I will ask the question, and each of the next weeks, one of you will get to ask the question. And you can ask anything you would like that you would like to know about all of us. And we will get a chance to answer. So that's how we will start our classes each week. Okay? So, first up, our question of the day today. What are your favorite and least favorite things about summer? Okay, so I will answer first so you have an example. So here you see there are some possible favorite things. There are some possible least favorite things. And then here's the sentence structure. So here is an example of how you can say that. So my favorite thing about summer are the long days. So I love that there are lots of long days in the summer. So in the evening, the sun is still out. I love that about summer. All right. And next, my least favorite thing. So what I don't like about summer is all of the bugs. I don't like that there are so many bugs, especially mosquitoes that itch and make your skin itch. Oh, I hate that. So that is my least favorite thing about summer. Okay, so now who can answer first? How about this time? Let's start with Ray. Well, you started. You're just going to be number one today, Ray. What are your favorite and least favorite things about summer?
Uh, my favorite things about summer is typhoon.
Uh, Ray, we have something in common. You like the weather too. Me too. So that's a cool thing. Okay, what's your least favorite?
My least favorite thing uh, is hot weather.
Okay, yeah. It's a little uncomfortable. Oh, it makes you just feel very uncomfortable. Okay. All right. Who's next? Who would like to tell us next what their favorite and least favorite things about summer are?
Zoe?
Okay. My favorite thing about summer is the sun. I like to I like to um in the environment that has sunlight that made me feel comfortable.
Oh, nice. So yes, that's very good. So you like lots of sun. So a place that was cloudy all the time, that wouldn't be good for you. Oh, okay, and what's your least favorite thing?
My least favorite thing is there is a lot of rain.
Mm,
Yeah, it's make the air more wet and I'll feel uncomfortable.
yes, that is very true. And so one thing you could say is it makes the air more humid. So that's a word that you can use for that. The wetness, that wetness in the air, humidity. So it makes the air more humid. Okay, who's next?
Leo?
Uh, my favorite thing about summer is I can go swim at the pool.
Great. I have one question for you. Do the pools open just in summer in Taiwan since it's so warm all the time?
Uh, I go I go swim in summer just because the weather is hot, so I can go swim cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. And when it's really hot, the pool feels so nice. Oh, feels so good. Okay.
Yeah, I think some swimming pools are open throughout the year because they have warm water inside. Yeah.
Um, I see. I see. Yep. Okay. How about Ryan? Would you
No,
like to?
Leo hasn't talked about his least favorite things
Oh,
yet.
least favorite thing. I'm sorry, Leo. I didn't mean to skip you.
Uh, my least favorite thing about summer is the rain after the noon because it always broke my plan to do something.
Okay. So it always breaks. Is that what you said? Breaks? Mhm.
Uh, broke.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you are saying. So it after the rain is when you don't like about summer after the rain. Okay. Good. Okay. And now who's next? Who would like to go next?
Very?
My favorite thing in summer is play in the swimming pool.
Okay. And what about your least favorite?
My least favorite thing uh is the that of rain and mosquitoes.
And mosquitoes. Yes. I think those go hand in hand. I think that lots of rain brings lots of mosquitoes. So when there's lots of rain, there's lots of mosquitoes. All right. And how about Dylan? What's your favorite and least favorite thing about summer?
My favorite summer is go to the beach, play water.
Yes. And your least favorite?
My least favorite is the weather is so hot.
Oh, yes. I think a lot of people don't like the very hot weather. That is one of the worst parts, I think. Mm-hmm. All right, Esther, you're up. What are your favorite and least favorite things?
My favorite thing about summer is don't go to school.
Yes. Good. Uh-huh. And what about your least favorite thing?
My least favorite thing is have lots rain.
Lots of rain. Yep, lots of rain. Okay, and I think we still have. Is that everyone?
Ryan.
Ryan.
My favorite thing in summer is have lots of rain.
That's your favorite thing?
Yes,
Oh, you like the rain. Okay. One on the other side. They like the rain. Okay. Good. And what about your least favorite thing?
my least favorite thing is hot weather.
Hot weather. Yep. Okay. Well, good job, everyone. This was interesting to learn some of your favorite and least favorite things. I like Ryan and Ray both had a little weather mixed in there with their typhoons and rain. They like that. So that's cool. Okay. Well, good job, everyone.
Yes.
Hello. Sorry. I was
For
was kicked
for
out.
some reason, yeah, for some reason, this happened twice today. So, okay,
Okay.
continue.
So now we'll go on to our next step then. So for the question of the day, that will be our format. So if you are picked for the question of the day for next week, that's what you'll do. You'll write a question, it can be anything, and then give the class a few examples of what they could say. So, how there were a few examples of things that you could like about summer, things that you don't like about summer, and a sentence that you could use to describe it. So, if you are the question of the day for next class, something like this, just a few examples of how someone could answer your question. And then, of course, you will answer your question first. Okay? So let's move on then. All right. So next up, let's introduce the topic. So our units this for the next 3 weeks will be all about the Summer Olympics. So who here has ever watched the Summer Olympics? Raise your hand if you've seen the Summer Olympics. All
看过
right.
奥运的举手，奥运比赛在电视上也算。OK，good good。
The Olympics. Good, good. So everyone has seen, most everyone has watched the Olympics. Okay, so who knows where are well, actually, I think, so here we have a few questions and we're going to do some reading, but think about these questions in your head. How often are the Olympic Games? What medals are awarded to the winners? What city has hosted the Olympics the most? And where will the Olympics be held this year? So there are some Olympics. The Summer Olympics will happen in 2021 because of the COVID-19 pandemic last year. So they're going to be held this summer and they're going to be starting soon. But where will they be? Okay, so all of the answers to these questions can be found right here. So I would suggest everyone change your viewing mode to speaker mode during this exercise so that you can see the text nice and big. So first, what I would like to do is, could everyone take about 3 to 5 minutes to read this passage to themselves. Okay? And think about those 4 questions. How often the Olympics happen? Where will the Olympics be this year? And then there are a couple more. What medals are awarded to the winners? And what city has hosted the most Olympics? The most Olympics. Okay, so take a few minutes to read this to yourself, and we'll come back and read together.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have read the article yet.
You've read it already?
Yeah.
Oh, great. You're very fast. Good job. Okay, just wait 1 second then. We will let some of the other students read the article. So just think about the questions then, those 4 questions that I had. What city are they going to be in? How often they happen? And then also what medals and who has hosted the Olympics the most? So just think about those.
如果你看不到那个内容的，你要转换到那个 speaker，就是说话者模式，那就可以看到全荧幕，就可以看到这篇文章的内容。OK。
And Leo and Zoe, just give me, and Esther, give me a thumbs up whenever you're done with the article. Because I think you all might be a little bit faster with reading for the 9th graders, and this is more of a a little bit higher level of reading comprehension. So when you're done, let me know. And for our other students, keep working on it, but we'll go over some of the vocabulary, and that's where you can rejoin and participate more. Okay. Okay, Ray, how about you read our first paragraph? Can you read the first paragraph for
Yes,
the class? Okay.
The Olympic Games are an international sporting event occurring every 4 years. Athletes come from all over the world to compete and represent their countries. Medals are awarded in each event, with gold medals for first place, silver for second, and bronze for third, a tradition that started in 1904. In 1924, the first Winter Olympics was held in France for winter sports.
Good. Very good.
Okay,
Very
Quentin, one problem when he is reading,
Mhm.
The
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 date.
speaker mode. Yeah.
Oh,
So maybe it's better for you to share your screen right now so that they can see the whole article. Because when someone is speaking and our screen will just show the person instead of the
I
article.
yes, that is a very good point. Good point, Luke. So let me just go ahead and share my screen and then give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, this should look a little better. How's that? Okay. And I think Ray was able to get through the article. One thing, Ray, that I will say, great job with the reading. The only thing is just this date. when we say these days 1904, another way that we will say that is 1904. And I know that zero is a number and the letter O is a letter, but just in, especially with American English, a lot of times the zero in numbers or dates, we will just say O. So 1904, 1906, or even like a telephone number like 704, or even an address 7033. A lot of times we will say it as a letter, the O. So and you did not say it wrong, but just a way that is a popular way that we will say a number.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
hmm And who would like to read the second paragraph? Does anyone, are there any volunteers for the second paragraph?
Zoe?
Rồi.
Okay. The United States has hosted 4 Summer Olympic Games, more than any other nation. London has hosted the Summer Olympic Games 3 times, less than 2012, making it the first city to hold it 3 times. Tokyo, Japan, is hosting the next Summer Olympics, which starts on July 23rd.
Yes, very good. Okay. And now, let's see who can answer our questions. So, just while we're in this mode for now, who can answer the first question? How often are the Olympic Games held?
Leo, could you answer the first question?
Yes. 4 years.
hmm Every 4 years. So that's how you can say it. Every 4 years they are held.
Leo,
Every,
could you try again?
Every 4 years.
there you go. Good. Okay. And what medals are awarded to the winners?
Barry? Uh, Barry, are you there?
The
Hi, Alan.
gold medals.
How are you?
Gold medal? That's one.
Oh,
Yeah. For, oh, sorry. Go ahead. Gold medal?
yes.
Okay. So a gold medal, that is one of the medals for the winner. So for the first place person, gold medal works. Are there any other medals that are given to athletes in the Olympics? What other medals?
Silver medals.
Silver medals.
Silver medals.
Okay. And one last one, the third place medal. You remember that one?
Who remembers that one? You can unmute your mic and answer
Bronze
the
medal.
question.
Oh,
Good,
yes.
good. Bronze.
Bronze medal. All right. And next question. What city has hosted the Olympics the most?
Esther, could you answer this question?
I can see the screen.
Oh, let's see. Let me share my screen again. Okay. So, which city has hosted the Olympics the most? So, the Olympics has been in that city the most times. Let's see. Here we go. Can you see it anywhere?
The United States.
Okay, that was close. So that was about hosting the Olympics, but the United States is a country, so it has many cities. What is a city that has hosted the Olympics the most? A single city.
London.
Yeah, there you go. You got it. London. Okay, so London has hosted it the most with 3 times. Last time was in 2012, the 2012 Olympics. Okay. Now, and the last question for this segment, where will the Olympics be held this year?
Ryan, could you answer this question? Ryan?
Japan,
Japan.
City.
What
Yeah.
city?
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Yes, Tokyo, Japan. Awesome. Good job, everyone. So that was a little reading, a little history of the Olympics. So in this passage, there were a few words highlighted. We see international, athletes, compete, represent, medals, gold, silver, bronze, tradition, and hosted. Those are our vocabulary words for today. Okay, so let's move on and let's explore those vocabulary words just a little more. Okay. So new vocabulary, here we go. I will stop sharing my screen now and just let me know if you have a hard time seeing what I'm presenting. Okay. So first we'll start with our nouns. Can anyone tell me, Ray, Leo, or Zoe, what a noun is? What is a noun?
Leo, could you answer this question?
That's okay. You may not know the definition, but I'm sure you know words that are nouns. So a noun is a person, place, or thing. Person, place, or thing. So a noun could be a person like the president. A noun could be a place like Tokyo, Japan. Or it could be a thing, like the Olympics are a thing. So those are nouns: person, places, people, places, or things. Okay. So now, let's look at our nouns for today. Can anyone read number one? How about Ray? Read number one for me. Oh, you're still muted there.
Ray, you had to unmute your mic. Ray 要先打开麦克风。
Oh,
And read the first sentence. Yeah.
I don't see the screen now.
Oh, okay. Let me try to then just share my screen again. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Up.
So number one, athlete.
Athlete, a person who plays a sport.
Yes, good. All right. And number two, how about Leo?
Medal, an award given to the winners of a game or sporting event.
Yes.
First place, gold. Second place, silver. Third place, bronze.
Mm-hmm. So what medal does everyone want? What medal does everyone want to get?
Leo?
Gold medal.
A gold medal. That is what everyone wants to get, a gold medal. Okay, and last, Zoe, can you read number 3?
Zoe, unmute.
Tradition, an action or process passed down from older members of a group to new members.
So a tradition. So let's talk about that. So reading the definition of a tradition, can anyone name a tradition or say a tradition? Now, there are 2 pictures here on the slide that might give you a clue as to what a tradition could be. But can anyone tell me a tradition that maybe you have or that you know many people have?
Zoe.
Okay. We usually set up the fireworks on New Year.
All right. So you set up and you shoot fireworks on New Year's. So that is a tradition. Good. And does anyone, so there was just a holiday, the Dragon Boat Festival. Does anyone have any traditions for Dragon Boat Festival?
Barry. Oh, Barry. Or Esther. Esther.
It's 粽子.
Oh, 粽子 is like a rice dumpling.
Okay, so it's a certain type of food, and
Yes.
food are often traditions. A lot of our traditions are around food. So just like that's a tradition there, and just like the American tradition of Thanksgiving is about food. So there's a lot of food traditions that people do. So that's a good example. Good job, Esther. Okay, so let's move on to our verbs. Or actually, we have one adjective. So an adjective is a word that describes a noun. So it tells a little something about a noun to describe it. So the adjective in our list of vocabulary today is international. International. So international means between 2 or more nations. And how about Barry? Barry, can you read that sentence?
I think Barry has to attend a virtual school class right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No worries.
so we will ask Ray.
Ray, go ahead.
Oh, the airport in Taipei has many international flights.
All right, so international flights. So flights between 2 or more nations. Just like the Olympics are an international competition or an international sporting event. So there are many nations that participate. So it's international. International. Okay. And now our verbs. Okay. Verbs. So we know a verb is an action word. It tells what something is doing. It tells what's happening. It's an action. So let's see. How about Zoe? Number 1. Can you read number 1?
Compete, to play against another person or team to win. My sister and I compete to see who will get the best grades in school.
All right. Now that's a good kind of competition. But yes, so compete. So compete is when we are just playing each other. So teams compete against each other. Basketball teams, football teams, they compete. Okay, how about Leo, number 2?
Represent, to act for or speak for a person or group. The basketball team represents their school at the tournament.
Okay. Yeah, that was very close. So represented. Represented. Can you say that one more time? Represented. Good. And the last word, tournament. Tournament.
Tournament.
Tournament.
Tournament.
There you go. Tournament. Okay. So, good. And now last one, Ray. Finish us off with number 3.
Ray.
Host. To receive or entertain guests.
Good. To receive or entertain guests. In the sentence?
My parents will host our family for a special dinner to celebrate the new year.
All right, good. All right, so to host. So now, those are our verbs. We have our list of words here for vocab. We've got international, athlete, compete, represent, the different medals, tradition, and host. All right. Good. So now let's just do a little practice with those. Okay, so I'm going to send a link in our chat. I think I will. All right. Let me just stop sharing that and then I will send the link. So this is going to be a link to a word wall. Has anyone here used word wall in our group? No? It's very easy. It's a fun way to practice our vocab. So on this next word wall, it will be the oh okay. I'll get it here. I'm unable to copy and paste when presenting. I was able to when I was doing it myself before. So that's just something to know. Okay. Well, let's do this instead. That will be one of our homework assignments. So instead, since I can't copy and paste that link, what I will do instead, class, is we'll go ahead and talk about our homework for next class, which will be tomorrow. And I'll explain a little bit about what we're going to do. And I'll just tack this on as something we can do that you can practice for homework until our next class. It's a pretty quick exercise. And what you will do is just fill in the blank. So this will, when you go to the link, you will have a sentence, and the sentence will be missing one of our vocabulary words. And so you'll just have to pick the correct word to fill in the sentence, and it'll be one of our vocabulary words that we just learned. So it'll be a little practice, but I will add that for homework. So this week, our homework assignment. So I will share my screen again just so I can make sure everyone can see it. And we'll work out the kinks for next class by tomorrow. But, okay, so our homework assignment. Have any of you seen a KWL chart? Does this look familiar? Okay. I think I maybe heard one yes. Okay, so a KWL chart is something that I want each of you to fill out for homework. And it has 3 questions that it will ask you. It will ask you the K, what you know, W, what I want to know, and then L is what I learned. So for homework, we're only going to do the K, what I know, and the W, what I want to know. And these will be things related to the Olympics. So for what I know, try to think of English words or things you could say in English that you know about the Olympic Games. Maybe this could be some of the sports that are in the Olympics. This could be something about the competition. Or just really anything that you know about the Olympics. You'll put that in the what I know. Just a few examples. Next, what I want to know. So this section is very important because I will take a look at this and see what you all would like to learn, and I'll make sure to try to include that in our lessons. So, what do you want to know about the Olympics? You'll just write a few of those examples. And don't worry about what I learned, because what I learned, we'll do that at the end of our 3 weeks to see what you learned. Okay? Are there any questions about the homework? That's number one. And I will show you right after in just a couple of minutes. I'll have a session just with the students, and I'll show you where you can find your assignment. So don't worry. And then number two, this one is going to be for the question of the day. Now, is there anyone? I'll start and ask for a volunteer. Does anyone want to do the question of the day next week? Does anyone feel like they have a good question for the class? All right. If not, I will pick someone. Okay. How about Zoe? How about you think of our question of the day next week?
Okay.
Okay? So remember, you'll need the question, a few examples of what a person could say as a response, and then the sentence structure, which will basically be your response. How would you answer this question? Okay?
Okay.
So that will be for tomorrow's class, okay? Um, and so, unless there are any questions right now from the students, observers, I believe that this is almost the end of our normal class. I will have a little bit of a separate session with the other students just to show them where to access their assignments in Google Classroom. But if that's it, then I think observers, you all can feel free to drop off. That's the end of our class. And the students, if you just stay on for a little bit longer, we're going to go over where to find your assignment.
OK 啊，所以学生哈，你可以先留下来一下，老师要介绍 Google Classroom，它可以在这个他把你们邀请进去了，但是只有那个 Ray 有加入哈，对不对？诶，对对对，没错。好，那OK，so now Quentin, could you share your Google
Can you
Classroom?
see my screen now?
Yes,
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right, so I am going to the classroom now. And I will just turn this off for now. Okay. Okay, everyone. So this is Google Classroom. Each of you should have an invite to the classroom in your emails. So here, if you can take a quick look, these are all the emails that I've sent invitations to. So you should all have them. If for some reason you didn't receive an email with an invitation, make sure to reach out to Luke, and he will make sure that we get you added to the classroom. But this should be everyone in the class. Okay. So when you first open the class, this is what you'll see. And each class that we have will have materials here. So we just did class number 1. And if you open this, you will see here our presentation for tonight. So this will allow you to go over and look at any of the vocabulary or anything we talked about today. And you can just click this link and everyone will have access to this. Okay? So that is for the class material. Your assignment is here. I've posted a new assignment. So this will be the assignment for the KWL chart. Okay, and it looks like someone already turned in their assignment before class. Awesome job. I love it. So I won't look
Ray,
at that.
yeah, that's
Ray, excellent. You are on top of it, Ray. Good job. Okay, so everyone else, once you accept the invitation, you will see this, your homework for tomorrow. And so you'll just access this, click on your document, and this will tell you what to do. But basically, the K and the W is what you will want to fill out on the KWL chart. So this is how you find your homework. Okay? Are there any questions about that I can answer?
有没有刚刚听得懂吗？就是你要先到你的 email 去接受